welcome to SPMS Math Live Chat 2024. I am Ruth, a year 3 math student with 0 years of hall, but 2 loving years in SPMS Club.
Hi everyone, I'm Caleb. I have 2.5 years of hall life so far, and another year of experience in SPMS Club. And then?
Hi, I'm Keng Ming. I am a faculty member at in mathematics at SPMS. I have no hall experience and no years of experience in SPMS Club. But however, like Ruth and Caleb, I was also a math student, but many years ago. So that's a secret. Yeah, so I'm actually also teaching a first semester course. So if you join mathematics program, you will see me in the first semester.
Yes, correct. I remember you teach me Foundations of Math, which I enjoyed particularly much, right, Caleb? Do you enjoy
Not
it?
too traumatic.
No.
It's the most different one, but I would
Indeed.
say it's different in a good way.
Oh, different in a good way.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah, but before we begin with our Q&A or like our sharing in general, please help us to scan this QR code or type www.wooclap.com into your, I don't know, Google or Chrome or wherever, and type SPMS live chat to join us and help us get to know you better by telling us where your education is. What am I saying? Not where your education is from, but in particular, if you come from JC, Poly, or IB, or even others, if you're a parent or not, if you're just here to get to know what SPMS is like for the math side, yes, please help us to indicate where you're from. And then afterwards, you can go to the little chat icon at the side of the WooClap channel and type your questions so that we can answer them later. But for now, we'll go to Prof. Ng's sharing about math in SPMS. Yes, please tell us more about how fun it is in school.
Thanks, Ruth. Okay, hi everyone. So again, introduce myself. I'm Keng Ming. So I understand many of you are here today, maybe for various reasons. Some of you could be standing at the crossroads of your life, wondering what is next. Or maybe some of you are just here, with your friends, or just want to find out more about different programs, not yet committed. Or perhaps you are a parent or helping other people to look out for information. So today, the purpose of this session is, first of all, in this first segment, I will be telling you a little bit more about our degree program. So just a brief overview of what you can expect from our program, as well as some of the students' activities that you can be engaged in throughout your 4 years. And in the second part after this will be the Q&A, so we'll answer your questions. So just a rough overview of the Division of Mathematical Sciences. So our division together with SPMS was founded close to 20 years ago. So we're almost 20 years already. And we are quite strong in our faculty strength. So we have roughly around 40 faculty members to date. We take in roughly 10 graduate students a year and over 150 undergraduate students each year across all our programs. We are actually hosting or co-hosting 8 different undergraduate programs, and there are 2 other undergraduate programs that we are also partnering with another school. Okay, so the research profile of our faculty. So our faculty is actually has representation in many different areas of mathematics. So you could be interested in this if you are a prospective student who might be looking ahead to be doing research. So we have representation in algebra analysis, in different areas of pure math, topology, number theory, and also the more computational side, operations research, optimization, and we also have a very strong group in cryptography. Okay, so again, you may be here wondering why mathematics is for you, or maybe you are looking for a reason to study mathematics in the university. So here are some reasons why you may want to consider mathematics as a degree. So in this fast, rapidly changing world where technology is increasing exponentially every day, there are actually many skills and many jobs which have been automated. Previously was performed by people. So how is it that we can become relevant? How do we prepare our graduates to stay relevant to this world? So one of the most important skills which are still in demand are problem-solving skills. Now, of course, if you go to any other talks or open house, and many programs, this problem-solving skills is definitely a key part of the curriculum. But how does mathematics, how is mathematics different in this aspect? Well, the answer is very simple. Mathematics, the subject mathematics itself is about solving problems. So a main thrust of mathematics is to learn how to apply different mathematical tools and techniques to solve all kinds of problems, be it theoretical or real-world problems. So definitely, if you take a mathematics degree, you go straight to the source where you will learn and exposed to look at problems in different ways, think of it analytically and creatively. So this is a very important skill that will help you to stay relevant in this world. Another important set of skills are those that are transferable, so such as computing skills, data management and analysis skills, organization, communications, decision-making skills. So these are all transferable skills that will be part of your mathematics and NTU program, which is a part of a specially curated set of courses that will be focusing on these set of skills. And finally, mathematics being the lifeblood of all disciplines, whether is it in sciences, and even the very popular areas of artificial intelligence, data work, or even machine learning, are all grounded in mathematical theoretical foundations. So it's not surprising that almost every career in the industry requires and values some kind of mathematical work and skills. So you can actually later on I'll show you some of the employment companies that our graduates have successfully landed in. But these include all kinds of areas such as the sciences, business, manufacturing, supply chains, and so on. Okay, so if you think you're good at math, this is going to lead you to be able to land jobs in all kinds of sectors, very, very far, wide-ranging, from the finance sector, supply chains and logistics, insurance, even IT and computing. Many of our graduates have found work there. Statistical analysts, cybersecurity, and internet defense. This is again a fast-growing niche in the industry presently. And also, last but not least, the education sector. And some of our students actually go on to do further studies. Okay, so we've talked about why to study mathematics. So what are some of the highlights specifically of the mathematics program at NTU? So at NTU, we pride ourselves on delivering a program with the following strengths. So first of all, I think it is flexible and customizable. So there's actually going to be many different combinations of double major specializations and electives to choose from, and I will cover briefly some of them soon. NTU is also focused on getting our graduates to be workforce ready. So that means that our specially designed curriculum focuses on preparing our students for the workforce and also to be digitally ready. So there's going to be a set of digital literacy courses. And also soft skills and breadth also are part of an important core part of the curriculum. NTU also has built very strong industrial connections. So that means that we have very long-standing relationships with different industry partners. So whether is it lending you an attractive internship program or helping you to find a job after graduation, we have a very strong career office which can help you to achieve this. And finally, we have a dedicated faculty like myself, who all focus on great pedagogical methods. So even though I'm old, but not that old, so the profile actually I think of our faculty is quite good. Later you can hear from Caleb and Ruth. Okay, so just a quick overview of all the. So this is a list of all the different programs that our division offer. So we have the single major program. We have 3 double major programs. We have 3 math with the second major programs, and then we have 2 programs that are partnership with other schools. So let's first discuss the staple program, the mathematical sciences single major program. So in this program, what do you expect? What can you expect? In the first 2 years, you will build up your foundation. So that means that you'll be taking common core courses across the mathematics. So that includes courses like calculus, linear algebra, and so on. And yes, there is going to be some programming courses. Also, in parallel, at the same time, you'll be taking a set of broadening courses, and these include digital courses, communications, science and technology, and sustainability, and so on, courses that are interdisciplinary in nature. In the third and fourth year, you will start taking elective courses, and this is up to you to customize your learning. So you decide what kind of elective courses and how, what kind of topics you want to explore in the second half of your degree. So there are a couple of areas, for example, in pure math, computational mathematics and modeling, data analytics, statistical learning, and cybersecurity. So these are all the different areas that you can choose elective courses from. But on the other hand, there's also other student life activities that you can, very exciting opportunities that you can apply for. For example, there are internship programs, there's overseas exchange programs, and we also have a lot of different research programs such as final year project and other research projects. Okay, so now next we cover briefly our double major programs. Or double major program, as the name suggests, is going to be a combination of math and a second major, usually not from SPMS, in equal proportion. So currently we have 3 double major programs that involve math. So first we have the math and econs, and this is run jointly with the economics division. Here, this is for people who are interested in learning how to use mathematical tools and modeling techniques to help to make correct and good economic decisions and financial market analysis. We also have the very popular math and computer science double major, and this is run together with the School of Computer Science and Engineering. This program is especially for those who are really interested in working at the interface of mathematics and computing, and you want to meet challenges that require both strong math and computing skills. So yeah, so especially if you want to do, for example, if you want to learn how to apply the methodologies in machine learning and AI, for example. Okay, and third, we have the physics and mathematics double major, and this is run jointly with our sister division, the Division of Physics and Applied Physics. For those of you who actually was in the earlier session, you may have heard of this. And here is for people who want to learn how to use computational and analytical skills to analyze the physical world. Okay, and next I want to talk about the math with a second major. Currently, there are 3 different second majors that you can pair with the math degree. So as the name suggests, a second major means that you are adding on a second major to the primary major mathematics. So math will remain as your primary major, but the second major will be you'll take slightly fewer courses for your second major. So what are the second majors that are offered? You can do a math with data analytics, math with entrepreneurship, which is where you take courses from the Technopreneurship Center and the NBS, Nanyang Business School. And third, we have the math with a second major in sustainability, where they're the courses you take from the Asian School of Environment. Okay, now some of you may be wondering about internship. So this is a list of all the, I just got this list yesterday. This is a list of all the companies that our interns have gone to very recently in the past year. So they've gone to, as you can see, our career office has managed to match them to a wide variety of different organizations. So there's government-linked organizations that take our students for internship. Some of our interns also go to banking and finance, different banks, and also many companies across the private sector. Okay, there's also a work-study degree program. So this one here I will not really discuss. There's some information in the website. If you want to learn more, feel free to ask. But yeah, that's another option. It's optional if you should think that this is suitable for you. Okay, many of you may be interested in or wondering what are the kind of overseas exchange opportunities. So NTU provides the opportunity, of course, upon application, for students to go on overseas exchange. So we can either do the short term, which is over a couple of weeks, or we can do the full semester exchange. While you're on exchange, you can actually take courses overseas in the overseas university and map the courses that you take there and get credited as an NTU course. Okay, so here are some of the universities again. I just got this list yesterday that our students went to in the past 2 years. So as you can see, our students went to all different corners of the world. So there's they went to the UK, they went to Sweden, they also went to Germany, ESE in the Netherlands, Macau. There are even people who went to Tsinghua, as you know, that's one of the top universities in China, Australia, and also there's a couple of universities in Korea. I know that's very popular nowadays. Learn some K-pop. Okay, again, I will not dwell too much on this, but just to say that there's actually a lot of different opportunities. Some of you may have heard of the Odyssey program, but other than the Odyssey program, there's a couple of other different kinds of research experiences that you can take, such as the Eureka, which is a university-run program, and supervised in the study, independent study, and so on. Okay, now finally, I just want to quickly talk about the job opportunity. So the following is a list of companies that our graduates have previously secured employment in. Of course, this is just a very small list. Our graduates go to all different places, but you can see they range from a different, all different kinds of sectors. So the Shopee is actually hiring a lot of our graduates. You have Ministry of Manpower and actually different ministries and Stat Board, different banks, DBS, OCBC, and so on. Okay, so yes, so thank you all for listening. So I want to end this quickly so that we have more time for Q&A. So before we move on to the Q&A part, here is the QR code again. If you're not joined the session, please scan the QR code to join the WooClap session, where you can enter your questions, or you go to wooclap.com and enter the event code SPMSLIVECHAT. Back to Ruth.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Prof. Ng. Speaking about student life in general, Caleb, just now you said that you were in SPMS Club for 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as subject rep, right?
Yeah, last year I was a subject representative, which means I was sort of involved more in the academic welfare of math students, basically.
Wow.
And I was involved in planning out one of the larger events in SPMS.
Pi Day.
Yeah, on March 14th, 3.14.
3.14.
Whatever the rest of the digits are. Yeah, so on the day, we sort of have a lot of activities related to math and physics. And we also had like a live game show at the time. Which,
yeah, I participated. I was close to winning. I would say I was second from the back. Yeah.
It was out of how many people?
Don't say later they know where I am.
Yeah, but of course, apart from Pi Day and all these academic activities, I think the house system that SPMS implemented a few years ago has run a lot of events also, right?
Yes, and I was a house captain last year, and now I'm the house director. So we plan activities for 1/4 of the school, and also to build relationships between students and mentors. So Prof. Ng has participated in some activities, and he will continue to participate in more, right?
Yeah. I joined for a few events.
Correct.
Yeah, I heard that some of the events that were planned were like bowling, ice skating.
Yes, correct.
I think last year we even had a hot pot. Yeah.
Correct. Which the school graciously allowed us to hot pot at the rooftop. But now there is fake grass, so I'm not sure if the school will let us do the hot pot again.
I guess you'll see soon enough.
Yeah, if you come to SPMS, you can get to see the level 5 rooftop garden with the fake grass and nice benches, correct?
Yeah, actually the rooftop is just outside my office.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so actually I think the school will allow if you do proper cleanup. Otherwise the cockroaches will come to my office.
Never mind. Then Prof. Ng can help to clean up the cockroaches. And then we just eat and have fun, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we are starting to have our first question. Someone from our audience is a high school student from Indonesia and planning to apply to NTU's math and computer sciences double major. And he wants to know what the requirements are to submit an application.
Yeah, so there is actually the admissions website. So the proper place to do this is to apply through the website. The website contains a lot of all the detailed information. Now, of course, the requirements itself depends on your particular entry qualification. So whether you've taken IB or some other diploma, yeah. So all the information should be available in detail there. But if you're looking at mathematics and computer science, again, like I said just now in my talk, it's actually a very popular program. Yeah. So just apply earlier.
Yes. Okay, there's another question that says, I took only H1 math in JC. Is it possible for people like me to pursue a major in math? So I think Prof. Ng can answer more to this.
Yeah, I can answer first. So H1 math in JC. Okay, so if your entry qualification is A level, then I think you do need a H2 math to be automatically qualified. But that's not to say that you cannot apply. Of course, you can still apply. If you're really interested in math, you can definitely as part of the application, you can write down some comments. So yeah, so definitely we encourage you to apply, even though you may think that you do not meet the entry qualifications stated on the website. So we do actually have cases where people actually they are accepted even though they do not meet this requirement. I think Caleb is one of them, right?
Yeah, I kind of
tell us about yourself.
I came from Polytechnic. I actually studied something media related before in Poly, and basically for NTU math, there's actually like a prerequisite of having done 2 math courses in your Poly, but I did not fulfill that lah. So by right, through NTU's admission process, I would have to sort of write an appeal to sort of bypass the prerequisites. Yeah.
And he did so successfully.
Yeah.
And I think currently he's one of our top students.
Correct,
So yeah,
correct.
so yeah,
And
there's
he's a
definitely
year 4 math
he's
student.
a year 4 math student.
Correct.
So no worries, even if you don't meet the entry requirements, if you if you're accepted eventually, there's chance to do very well eventually, like Caleb here.
Yes, correct. Oh, there's another question. May I consider switching to mathematical sciences after the first year in DSAI and engineering programs? So I guess there are many friends in our cohort, or at least like in our batches, that have switched over from a double major to a single major, or from another course for like engineering to math. But I'm not very certain about how this process works. So Ruth is right. So we actually do have a lot relatively quite a number of movements across different programs. So at the end of every semester, there's a window where you can apply for a change in program. So we call it a change in program. So if you are, for example, if your entry to NTU is into DSAI, for example, and you don't like it, or maybe you want to switch to a different program, you can definitely do so at the end of every semester. Of course, this is all up to the accepting school.
And I think that depending on what you've done before, it will probably it could affect when you graduate, right?
Yeah. So again, of course, you do have to pay attention to the fact that different courses have got different graduating requirements. So whatever it is that you have done before you switch to your new program, you have to find some way to see whether they can be credited towards your new program or not.
Okay, so we have another question in front of us. Some of my seniors who are studying a single major in math are interested in pursuing software development after graduation. Is it possible for them and possibly me to switch to a double major like MACS after the first semester or first year? And the short answer is it's going to be very, very difficult to.
Yeah. As in, it's possible, but it's tough.
Yeah, again, it's very difficult, number one. And number two, again, it'll probably change when you can graduate again.
Yeah, so switching generally to a double major, again, it is up to the school that offers the program. But generally for a very, very popular program like MACS, it's much better if you are considering it to actually apply for it upon admissions. That would be much easier. But again, if you change your mind, we can always discuss this.
So there's another question that says, I'm an aspiring computer science student. May I consider taking up pure math courses like Algebra 2, Topology, and manifolds, complex analysis, etc. to help me develop my competencies there, since I am also interested in math? So to summarize, yes, you can. There's this thing called broadening and deepening electives, or the short form is BDEs, where you can just broaden your knowledge aside from your major to take courses like this. I personally have taken other mods from NIE and computer science as well. So if you are considering to just take these mods for fun, or even to pursue a minor in math or physics, you can always take these mods, and hopefully they are interesting enough for you to be able to, you know, pursue more math. Yeah, but like it is challenging, like some of the mods that you are considering to take, especially topology, I think, because at least I heard that it is a very difficult module to study.
I would say pure math in general is more difficult
Yeah.
because it's more abstract. But I think that it also could be like the more fulfilling math if
Yeah, I think
you
they depend
go
on who
on
you
long
ask.
enough.
Depends
Yeah,
on who you ask.
right.
Some
Correct,
people will
correct.
think that pure math courses maybe are easier than applied math.
Yes,
Oh.
Right,
correct,
people.
correct.
No. So just to add on, what Ruth was saying, yeah. So we have a number of a few different classifications of modules that you can take, and BDE, known as broadening and deepening electives, is one group on top of core courses and MP, which are known also as major prescribed electives. So for BDE, you can actually take any course in NTU, or almost any course that's offered at NTU. So for example, some of our math students have actually taken like Ruth, right? I mean, courses in NIE.
Yes.
Yeah, I know
Correct.
a very popular series or sequence of courses are language courses.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so I've seen people take Spanish 1, 2, 3, Korean 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
proficient in 3 different languages supposedly.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
taking sign language 1 now.
Yeah, oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But I cannot sign very well, so maybe
Yeah.
maybe after this I'll sign for you, but not
Oh,
now.
okay, but maybe
Yeah,
her instructor is looking.
But
so.
of course, you don't need to expand your view with all your BDs. You can also deepen your exposure to math, like different
Yes.
areas of math if you are actually really interested in that.
Correct,
Right.
correct.
So our next question that we have now is, how is math and finance, I guess the math with a minor in finance, different to MAE or math and econs? So so my first impression of this, right, is that math and with a minor in finance, right, is sort of exclusive to math only. Math majors are the only ones who have this minor in finance option available to them. And the thing with finance is that there's actually a lot of math involved in it, you know, in like pricing of stocks, options, everything like that. And for math and econs, I think it's more related to the humanities side of it, and they work more closely with COHES,
Yes.
right? And they also take a lot of courses under the econs department. But I don't really hear from my MAEO friends too often, unfortunately.
So just to add on what Caleb has said, right? So just an advertisement, the math and finance, it means that you do the math single major with a minor in finance. Now, generally, for those of you who know about minors, how minors work in NTU, so generally, a student can take any minor as long as he or she qualifies for that minor. But math with finance is one of the only combination, or one of the only minor that is exclusively only reserved for SPMS students. Yeah, so this is the only way you can do a minor in finance. So if you are interested, definitely apply for it.
Just to add on a bit, the finance portion I think mostly is being worked out with like NBS. So it's all under NBS, right?
NBS,
Yeah.
stand for Nanyang Business School.
Oh yes, sorry. The business school in NTU.
Oh, there's another question. I'm currently a working adult planning to pursue math in uni. Does it offer part-time opportunities, like take courses and clear relevant ICC courses, etc.?
Currently, SPMS does not offer a part-time undergraduate program. So unfortunately, we don't offer part-time program for undergraduate. Now, of course, SPMS or in particular mathematics offer a number of different masters program which are suitable for working adults. Some of them may or may not require a bachelor degree to qualify. So we also just to advertise, we also have a new upcoming mini masters in fintech. So you can also research into that if you're interested. Okay,
so our next question over here is coming from a year 3 Singapore Poly student, and while taking advanced math courses exempt me from some courses. So I'm not too sure about the exemption part of the question, but I can tell you that the year 1 coursework in math is more focused on like the foundations of it. So like linear algebra, calculus, and then of course foundations of math,
Yes.
which actually really form up the basis of what you're going to do for
Yeah,
a
correct.
lot of the years.
Mm.
As for the exemptions, maybe Prof. Ong can shed some light about that.
Yeah, so unfortunately, currently the only way so the exemptions work differently for different schools and colleges. In SPMS, we currently, or in, if you are looking at a program in mathematics, we currently do not allow exemptions except for in very specific cases. I think they're also publicized on our website. So, for example, if you have a participation, placed a medal in the relevant Olympiad, stuff like that. So yeah, so in most cases we do not allow exemptions, and the reason is just because we believe that that there's always value in taking all the first year courses, because our first year courses are specially designed to help to bridge the gap between your pre-university knowledge and the tertiary level knowledge, because the way that mathematics is taught and learned in the tertiary level is going to be quite different. Yeah, so there's definitely value in doing that.
Okay, so now we have our next question. Are there opportunities for research experience for undergrads? So as mentioned from Prof. Ng's talk just now, there is this thing called Eureka, or I think it's called undergrad research experience. I forgot the C. On campus, yes.
I can remember.
Yeah, I only remember it's an undergrad research program, but it's a 1-year thing, and I think Caleb knows more because he's taken Eureka before.
Yeah, so my Eureka was so this Eureka undergraduate research on campus is kind of a school-wide thing, right? So you a lot of the professors in all of NTU will put up certain projects and what they sort of want students to do lah. And you can actually apply to any of them to sort of work with the professors who put on their projects. So for example, in my year 2, I sort of worked with an NA professor who wanted to sort of do some research or thinking about what the future of digital textbooks could be. And I worked with 2 of my other math cohort mates actually at the same time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I heard that there's also like just a single project with like the prof, right? It doesn't have to be a group as well.
Yeah, of course not. There are some people who really is just very theoretical based. And I think I remember some of them. One of my cohort mates did a Eureka with one of our professors, Andrew Cricker. No, he did it with Prof. Andrew Cricker, and then he continued on to do it as a FYP Eureka or something like that.
Yes.
It was quite impressive, and he graduated in 3 years.
Oh wow!
What you're talking about, So just to add on, so Eureka is one of the many research opportunities. Now the way that Eureka is run is a little bit different because it's a university-wide program. So there's actually opportunities for you to pursue maybe interdisciplinary projects, not just with math, but also if you can get some prof in a different school interested, so there's possibility to do cross-school projects. But we also have many other research opportunities for undergraduates, even starting from as early as year 1. There's the Odyssey programs also, but that's non-credit bearing. But it's usually done in the semester, the semester break. And we also have various other things. Yeah, so.
Okay, so our next question that we have comes from a JC2 student pursuing H3 A-star science research. And he wants to know whether there will be advantages like being able to pursue Odyssey, the Odyssey research program, or Eureka in year 1. So I can answer the Eureka question first. Eureka is actually a program that you can only start on in year 2 onwards.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, year 2, 3, and 4. But in year 4, you may be wanting to do your FYP already. As for Odyssey, I think Prof. Ng can...
Yeah, so the Odyssey program, usually the earliest that students apply for it is at the end of the first year. So actually, we actually have a lot of students at the end of first year, they want to try out research. So the Odyssey program is one of the avenues for students early on in their studies to try to figure out whether they would like to be engaged in this or not. So usually is available at the end of first year, the semester break during the June-July semester break during the first year. Now, of course, if you had previous experience in research, such as if the poster talking about already at high school you're doing a research project A-star, then of course definitely not as part of Eureka Odyssey, but you can definitely try to extend this. Look for a suitable faculty member in SPMS and talk to them. They should be able to work out something with you. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go to our next question. So a follow-up question: are there research opportunities in Eureka for mathematics, mostly limited to literature review and/or real-world applications? In example, optimization, or will there be opportunities to collaborate with professors regarding novel problems? This is a very long question, but I'm guessing that you are trying to figure out if there is opportunities to just do literature reviews, right? So I guess for the literature review part, there are definitely some Eurekas that only consist of reading a lot of research papers and then summarizing it so that it will be easier for the like the masses to read and like to comprehend the mathematics in the research. But aside from that,
I think the two students that I know who took a Eureka, they were doing something quite different and like sort of very in-depth lah. Of course, it involves already a literature review, but it also involves sort of thinking how you can put together the parts to do what you want it to do, right? So it's not just a literature review by itself, you know?
Yeah, so again, I think it really depends on the dynamics of the project and the student and the mentor. So for the Eureka program, because it's run on the university level, the main focus and the goal of the whole program is to let students explore research opportunities. So the requirement is not always to work on actual problems, but as long as students are suitably exposed to these research opportunities, I think that's the goal of the program. Now, of course, that being said, it depends, right? So I myself taken students on a different kinds of projects. Some of which actually there was also one that we did with another prof in a different school. So yeah, so there's definitely all possible outcomes.
Okay, so we have a quick question. I think the bottom part of the question is just that, are there any graduate level mods that you can undertake as an undergraduate in NTU? And is there any flexibility to skip prerequisite modules to take advanced modules, right? So
y'all know how to skip
prerequisites is possible, but it's also a bit like
applied for skipping?
Not skipping,
I haven't. I know some people who have.
I've applied for a prerequisite waiver because there are mods that are not available now but are still a prerequisite to be able to take some mods. So like modules like coding theory or just coding. Okay, for example, coding theory, there's a prerequisite for abstract algebra. Is it? Oh no. What's the
symmetry?
Yes, groups and symmetry, which is now replaced by algebra 1, but since the system on NTU has not really updated the prerequisites, so I have to apply for these waivers so that I can take these modules. So it's not really skipping, it's more of like letting the prof know that I'm interested in taking these mods. But for now, I don't have this prerequisite, and it's like a request to see if I can just take it without going through that particular mod first.
Maybe Prof Wong, you can shed some light on how many undergraduates actually take the graduate level mods.
So graduate level mods, in mathematics, we have in the past we've had students, not that many, maybe a couple a year, who managed to take graduate level mods. Although I think this number is low, not because of any real obstacle being put forward or whatever. I think there's people either they were not aware or they were scared off by the mods. Yeah. So no. I think that there is no in theory there is no real barrier. Of course, this is subject to approval. You have to demonstrate that you can cope and so on and so forth.
The real barrier is that you're undergraduate studying graduate level things.
The real barrier is yourself.
You're your own limit. Yeah.
It's like really, I think the graduate level program sort of requires you to know a lot.
It's not really that scary.
Oh, really? Okay, I guess I'll take it next sem.
If you don't come back to me.
So we have our next question. For coding and cryptography research, which coding language and project topics could I expect? I don't really know what languages or project topics there are because there is a big bunch of lists that you can look at from an SPMS website. But I guess generally there are many different languages that you can learn.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
our coding and crypto research, I guess you mean undergraduate research, right? So usually you will have to approach a suitable mentor or faculty who are in the area, and then work out something with him or her. Now our coding and crypto group is really quite diverse. So we have people working on actual practical crypto problems. We also have people who are working more theoretical in the background. So it really all depends on your interest and also what you can work out with the mentor.
Mm.
Okay, so our next question comes from a returning NS man matriculating later this year, and he asked whether there are any refresher courses before the start of semester for math specifically, I guess.
How about you, Caleb? You were returning NS man, right? Did you
Returning-
feel the need to have a refresher course?
I would say that as long as you're aware of how to like high school level or secondary school level stuff, I think you should be mostly set for it. Because apart from that, the first year really starts everyone off on the same page as they say linear algebra, calculus, FOM, right?
What's that? Algorithms of computing or something.
Yeah, right. So it really starts from quite a fair level.
Yes.
That I don't think you need to do any like super in-depth preparation for it, because they really start you off quite, I would say, slow and easy, but some people also say it's still a bit difficult.
Yeah, as a non-NS returning person, I think I started uni on a clean slate as well. So everyone just starts off from ground zero, and then we just move up from there. Yeah, and the profs are there's always peer tutors that can help you. Caleb was once a peer tutor, and he is a peer helper, and he was a teaching assistant as well. So
Peer tutor, teaching assistant.
Yeah. So there's definitely many people around you to help you if you ever need the help, or if you're afraid, just bring a friend along and then ask your questions together as a group, so that in uni you cannot be paiseh, right? Yeah, you cannot be embarrassed to ask questions, right, Prof?
Yeah. Don't worry, we're all very friendly one.
Yes,
right?
correct.
Yeah. So of course, definitely we welcome questions. In fact, there are not enough questions. Every time end of class you ask any questions, people all look down on the phone. Right. So it's definitely we encourage questions. Of course, when it comes to uni, there's no more external help, right? Like if you are used to tuition or whatever, that's not going to happen anymore. But we run many different help centers. So one of them is peer tutoring, right? Like Ruth was saying. So Caleb himself was one of our helpers at the peer tutoring. So not to worry. Our first year courses are specially designed to help you to transit, right? Whether you're returning NS men or non-returning NS men.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our next question asks whether there's any science parts in any mods for majoring in math. By science parts, I guess he means like the physical sciences, like physics,
like
chemistry,
I know
biology.
why this was asked.
I also know.
Every year at the open house or any of these events, sure will have somebody ask this question.
Yes,
yeah,
I know someone who
really?
thought there was, and then he was
really?
just like,
Is it because of the mathematical sciences?
the sciences. Then they were
Actually,
like,
such a real question. I also thought that too.
okay, but the answer is no. That you only have math, but of course, if you want to study outside of math, you're also free to do that, right?
Yes, correct.
Using your broadening and deepening electives.
Yeah, so this will be part of your broadening electives, I guess. Yeah.
So just to add on, the mathematical sciences might be slightly confusingly named, but mathematical sciences program is just mathematics. The reason we have sciences there is to represent our commitment to recognize mathematics as a science discipline, to instill the similar kind of rigor, investigative nature, inquiry nature of the sciences. That's why we have sciences there, not because you have to do math and science. It's not that. Yeah.
Okay, we have another question. Hi, thank you for the chat session. May I know what topics / aspects are there in computational math? So first off, thank you for joining us. Topics and aspects in computational math. I'm guessing it's like applied math things, right? So if you ever look at the SPMS website, you can see that there are definitely some modules for applied math where they are a bit more computational, or if you like, you can always take mods that are more statistical. I am personally not taking the statistical route, the route for stats, because applied math. Yes,
okay, so
because I like computations. Yeah, but there are mods such as basic optimization which are helpful, or at least they are more computational than usual. But like personally, there's more to math than just computations. So
I think maybe a bit more about it. I think algorithms is going to be a big part of it, and then also things like numerical solutions.
Right now we have to learn numerical analysis also. Yeah, and wow, what other topics, man? There's too much to think, man.
So just generally, the computational math topic just focuses basically on the different kind of skills and methods that you will need to know how to apply mathematical techniques to solve real world problems. So this will involve different kinds of through different kinds of subtopics, such as in modeling and numerical work. Some of the stuff that Caleb and Ruth have talked about. So of course, for the detailed catalog, definitely you can find it on our website.
Correct.
So our next question asks whether our next and last question is asking whether a single math major is sufficient for a career in AI and artificial intelligence and machine learning. So I think to begin with, I would say it sets you up pretty well, because a lot of artificial intelligence and machine learning have its roots in statistics, right? Like linear regression, your neural networks and all that. All of those basically come from math, right? So it gets you pretty far, but you still have to sort of learn a lot of things yourself, right?
Yes, correct.
You can't just stop. But of course, knowing the mathematical basis behind all of these ideas and methods and solutions, I think will help you set up quite well for the future.
Yeah, so definitely, many people might think that a career in AI or machine learning might be in the domain of computer science, but that's not entirely accurate, because as Caleb says, a lot of these machine learning and artificial intelligence methods are actually grounded in basically statistics and mathematics. So if you have a mathematics degree, actually in some sense it can be used as a leverage for you if you are really interested in a career in AI or ML, to actually go beyond just being someone in the industry, working in the sector who just pushes buttons and you just uses set algorithms. Yeah, you can actually develop methodologies, push the boundaries of the scenario. So for sure, yes.
Yeah, but aside from that, if you ever want to self-improve, you can always take other modules or just do your own self-development, so that you can be of higher level of machine learning and artificial intelligence.
I'll tell you what, it's even better. You can take a math program, learn the basis of AI and machine learning, and then take the computer science courses. As broadening and deepening.
That's
the best of both worlds.
Another thing is that if you're actually interested in other modules that SPMS teachers, like especially the math professors, I think most of them are quite open for you to sitting in their lectures and their courses.
That is very true. So if you're interested, you can always add on to your own learning. There's no harm in learning even more than what you are learning right now. Yes. So thank you for joining us for our talk. But before you go, there is an open house for NTU and SPMS on the 2nd of March. So feel free to join us if you are interested to know more about NTU or even just math and physics in SPMS in general. There will definitely be some mock lectures for you to attend. Maybe you'll see Prof. Ong again. I think you definitely will. Yeah, you'll see him again, and then you might see one of us again. I don't know. We might come, we might not. But aside from that, there's also alumni that you can talk to know more about what how education was like in SPMS and how they've moved on past education. Aside from that, there's also students like us that you can talk to get to know about student life and just math or physics in general.
Freebies.
What?
Freebies.
Oh yes, we have freebies. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, not the most important part, but like an exciting portion is that there's free cookies if you register early. The link is not out yet, but please register. Yes, free cookies, And then there's also other free treats. Yeah, like I heard there's popcorn, nachos,
bubble tea.
Bubble tea, yeah. That's what everyone likes.
Yeah, but just come down and experience the NTU SPMS lifestyle. Woo.
Yeah, and the air condition in SPMS. Yes, that's the highlight of that's not really the highlight of SPMS, but that's one of the pros of SPMS, right? The aircon, the free food, and the South Spine canteen. Yes. But if you have any other questions that we could not answer for today, you can always feel free to drop by our Telegram group chats, NTU Math and NTU Physics. It should be in the description below the YouTube video. And you can always bombard us with your questions and or even just anything you're interested to know about us. Prof Ng will definitely answer the math ones, right? Right?
I'll try.
Yeah, very dedicated prof to answer all your questions and all your concerns. If not, we'll see you again. Please come to SPMS 2nd March, and I hope to see you all in SPMS in August. Bye-bye.
Bye.